While diversity refers to the different characteristics, experiences, and backgrounds of an individual, inclusion refers to creating a safe environment and workspace where everyone can feel valued and seen and heard in their appearance, in regards to their experiences, their background, and how they show up in the workplace. So diversity and inclusion is important, and is very beneficial for organizations to have diversity and inclusion, because with diversity and inclusion, everyone can feel included and equal, and that alone can help the organization to grow. But what about the people in the organization? If the people in the organization or the leaders don't value diversity and inclusion and what it stands for, then how can diversity and inclusion really be incorporated? The framework of what I wanted to focus on my paper is toxic leadership and how it affects diversity and leadership. And with toxic leadership in the way, it's hard for diversity and inclusion to take place, because with toxic leadership, there's microaggressions. It's not a safe working environment. Everyone doesn't feel seen, valued, and heard, and practices of toxic work culture are kept alive. And if toxic work culture is in place, then how can diversity and inclusion really be enforced? So the start of having an organization that can truly benefit from diversity and inclusion is being able to identify the toxic work culture and toxic environment, and that first has to be improved before diversity and inclusion can be brought into the picture. Because talking about diversity and inclusion while there's toxic leadership in place is kind of just putting a bandage over a wound, but you didn't clean the wound, so it's just infected. It's not clean. You're just covering it up to hide what's really underneath. So you want to clean the wound and make sure it can heal properly before placing the bandage over it. So to me, that kind of explains the importance of removing toxic leadership out of organizations before true diversity and inclusion can take place.